Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and I am here with another top 10 song list video. Now for this video I will be bringing you guys my top 10 favorite songs of this year so far. Now I know I say so far, and I know some people might take that as, me eventually making an updated version of this list, but I don't think that will be necessary. So yeah, don't expect a part 2 to this list. This is just something I thought I'd share to you guys since I've said that several times. 2019 is one of the best years for music, so I figured I would share this list with you guys about which songs I think are the best of the year so far. So yeah, no part 2 or anything like that later down the road. But I will, of course, do an end of the year list with all my favorite albums and things like that. Also, keep in mind that some of these songs technically did not release in 2019. Some of them came out last year in 2018, but maybe the albums that they were on didn't release till this year. And I know some people might say, well, if they released last year, then they don't count. But you have to remember that most of the songs that did release this year already probably were already written in 2018 anyway. So, yeah, that's something to keep in mind as well. So yeah, and another thing to keep in mind too is this is of course my opinion, and maybe some of you guys would agree that that these are some of the best songs of the year. Last thing to keep in mind, this list is in no particular order, so let's get started. And I think we're going to start things off with Fall Into the Light by Dream Theater, which is off of their latest album, Distance Over Time, which is definitely one of the best albums of this year. And yeah, this is a great song. I pretty much liked it ever since it first came out as a single, and definitely my favorite of the singles. And I think this song has a really unique structure to it. I really dig the complexity of this song. It's just got a lot of great things going for it, and that's why I had to put Fall Into the Light by Dream Theater at number 1. So at number 2, we got On My Side by Demon Hunter, which is from their album War. I know they released 2 albums this year, but this is from the War album, and definitely one of my favorites from War. It's funny because On My Side was a song I did not expect to hold up as much as it does. When I first listened to it, I thought it was good, but I didn't expect it to hold up as much as it does now. It is a song that does have a lot of great things going for it. I like the introduction to it, the way it starts, and of course the chorus, Ryan's passionate vocal delivery in the chorus, it's definitely outstanding. So I definitely had to put On My Side on the list, and it definitely works as a single as well. And yeah, that's why I have it at number 2. So next up we got Dark Reverie by Queensryche at number 3. So yeah, definitely one of the best songs from Queensryche's latest album, The Verdict, which is probably my favorite album of this year so far. Definitely an outstanding record, and I've pretty much liked this song ever since it first came out as a single. It's got a lot of great things going for it. It's also got a unique song structure and a very dark mood to it, and the instrumentation, again, just really great. Definitely a lot of great things going for that track. So I got Dark Reverie by Queensryche on the list at number 3. So next up we got Redefined by As I Lay Dying, which is not part of any album or anything. It's basically just like a one-off single. I know we're still awaiting the announcement for the new As I Lay Dying album. Who knows when that's going to be. But yeah, definitely a great song regardless. And I really like how intense it is. I feel like it's heavier than As I Lay Dying has been in a while at least. And I actually didn't know this at first, but the vocalist for August Burns Red, Jake Lurs, featured in this song, which I thought really added something really neat to the song. So yeah, and as well as Tim Lambesis' vocal delivery as well in this song. So many great things about this song. All the vocalists do a very good job in that song. So yeah, I got Redefined by As I Lay Dying on the list. Next up we got The Evening Hate by Red, which is a song that I am expecting to be on Red's new upcoming album, whenever that's going to be as well. Yeah, definitely a great song. I definitely like what Red did with this song. Definitely one of my favorite rock songs of the year. I like how they are trying to please the fans of pretty much their early roots. And like myself, I definitely dig like their earlier roots, I guess you could say. Definitely a great song. I like how intense the guitars sound, and Michael Barnes' vocal delivery, of course, is always great. So yeah, there's no going wrong with it. I got The Evening Hate by Red on the list. So next up we got Lesser Gods by Demon Hunter. Now, I will say that this is probably my favorite closing track that Demon Hunter has ever done since Dead Flowers. I do think that this is one of their best closing tracks. And, typically with Demon Hunter records, Demon Hunter usually does like to end albums off with something that's a little more calm, like a ballad. But I like how they closed off the album War with this song. I mean, they definitely step on some more experimental ground with this song. They not only ended an album off heavier, but they ended it with something a little bit different. I like the way they used the effects on Ryan Clark's vocals, and I think as far as the guitar work, the vocal work, everything about this song is very good. And I would even recommend this song even if you're not a fan of Demon Hunter. You should definitely give this song a chance. So that's why I have Lesser Gods by Demon Hunter on the list. So, yeah. Next up we got Bent by Queensryche, and boy, what do I got to say about this song? It's really outstanding. Maybe even my favorite song off of The Verdict. Definitely a great song. I really like the song structure to the song, and once again, the instrumentation and the mood it sets. It's a very intriguing song, and I just like almost everything about it. If not, I do like everything about this song. So I got Bent by Queensryche on the list. So next up we got Pale Blue Dot by Dream Theater. Now, this might even be my favorite song off of Dream Theater's latest album, Distance Over Time. I like just about everything about this song. I mean, what do I even got to say about it? I like the way it builds up at the beginning with the drums, and it just gets you pumped up. And I just really dig the guitar the guitar riffs, and the middle section of this song. It just seems like it's out of this world. It's another pretty complex song, so yeah. I got Pale Blue Dot by Dream Theater on the list. Next up, we got Recuse Myself by Demon Hunter. So, yeah, this is, of course, one of my favorite songs of the year. Definitely one of my most listened to songs of this year. And it's probably going to go down as one of my favorite Demon Hunter tracks of all time. I really like what Demon Hunter did with this song, and this is, of course, off of their other album that they released this year, Peace. And Recuse Myself is probably my favorite song from the Peace album. It's just an outstanding track. This is another one of those songs that just seems like it's out of this world. I mean, it's a really just beautiful and amazing track. I mean, everything about it is outstanding. The way it does have some electronics in it, but it works out very well, I think. And Ryan's vocal delivery sounds very passionate, especially in the chorus, and it's got this really calm melody that's also very haunting at the same time. I mean, you just cannot go wrong with this song. You just cannot go wrong with it. It's definitely one of the best Demon Hunter songs ever written. I mean, it's just outstanding. I definitely dig it. So that's why I had to put Recuse Myself by Demon Hunter on the list. Alright guys, so I think we're going to end things off with Portrait by Queensryche, which is the closing track to their album The Verdict, and boy, this is a great way to close an album. I mean, I really like the dark atmosphere that this delivers, and the drum work, the guitar work, and the vocal work as well, all of it. It's all outstanding. Everything about this song I think is really good, and it's definitely a great way to close the album The Verdict. And yeah, I mean, I got pretty much no complaints with it. It is a song that did have to grow on me at first, but when it grew on me, it really grew on me. So I had to put Portrait by Queensryche on the list. Great song. Well, there you go, guys. That is a list of my top 10 favorite songs of this year so far. And I would highly recommend you check out pretty much every song that I've listed on this list. So yeah, definitely give them a listen and let me know some of your favorite songs of this year so far. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Take care.